Alright, today on Marc Time's Record Addict, we're going to play with some Red Raven records. Now, these records came out in 1956 out of Westport or Norwalk, Connecticut. And they had, well, let's get to the record first. This is one of them. Red Raven Records, the Wobblin' Goblin. And as you can see, there's like a label with the Red Raven on it. You got the bird, 78 RPM. Okay, orchestra by the Red Raven Orchestra, directed by George Chase, excuse me. And there's pictures around the outside of the label of this witch. And the records were all colored. It's really nice. And what you would do is you'd buy this record, and it usually came in a package that looked sort of like this. Magic Mirror movie records. See the little kids playing with it. I remember going over to my friend Gary Rispoli's house in West Haven, Connecticut, and he had one of these, and I was just fascinated. And in my later years, I kind of had a hankering for these, and I found the records, and they had, of course, something else on the other side. The other side was Toy Town Parade. We'll play that in a minute. But it came with a carousel, which was called the Red Raven Record Mirror. Okay, now this one I bought online, and it's missing the top. I have representation of what this looks like here. So what you would do is you'd take this mirror, and if you look on the bottom, Magic Mirror, used with Red Raven movie records. Okay, and you take this, and you see the hole there, and you put it on the spindle, right? And you'd play the record. And what would happen is you would get a movie, kind of like almost like nowadays you'd call it a GIF of this witch or whatever the cartoon was, jumping up and down. Let's try this.
There once was a sad little goblin who had a broken broom. When he went anywhere, it would wobble in the air, and his heart would fill with gloom. He tried so hard to fix it every night, but he just couldn't get it working right. The goblin with the broken broom could never fly too high. For right at the takeoff, another piece would break off, and he would soon be aiming in the sky. Each evening, just as he would leave the ground,
okay, so you get the idea, right?
Would say, "Control tower to goblin, your broomstick is wobbling. You better make the landing right away."
Let's dig out another one of these. So take this top and kind of take that over here. And let's get another color record. Let's try a blue one, okay? This one's called, what is this? Farmer in the Dell. You know that one, right? It's kind of a fun little record. And you put the carousel on the top. Again, I'm missing the little ball at the top. So this one isn't worth as much, but still somewhat shiny. Let's play this.
The farmer in the dell, the farmer
you really
in
gotta
the dell.
kind of concentrate to see what's going on in there.
The farmer takes a wife, the farmer takes a wife. Hi-ho, the dairy-o, the farmer takes a wife.
Let's look at the label on that and kind of get an idea what's going on here. This is, you got this kind of very young looking farmer hanging out with the cat and the mouse, and there's always a red raven in the background. You see the raven? Always on these records they had this freaking red raven on there. Here's another one, the B-side. This one's all about time. See the clock.
Hickory dickory dock, the mouse ran up the clock. The clock struck one, the mouse ran down. Hickory dickory dock. Hickory dickory dock, the mouse ran up the
Yeah,
clock.
hours of fun, right? Let's try another color record. I got maybe 10 of these. This is a very popular track from the 1920s called The Whistler and His Dog. They kind of redid it. A really high fidelity and Technicolor. Kind of hard to see in there what's going on this one. This is just some little kid walking along with his dog, basically. Here, let's, that one that's pretty nasty. Oh, no wonder it's cracked. Alright, Parade of the Wooden Soldiers by Red Raven Records. This is kind of nice to see the soldiers marching around.
All the dolls are in their best array. They're watching such a wonderful parade. Hark to the drum, oh here they come, rise everyone.
Of course, you got that Raven way in the
Hear
back
them all
there.
cheering, now they are nearing. There's the captain's stick that starts. Bayonets flashing, music is crashing as the wooden soldiers march. Sabers are clinking, soldiers are winking at each pretty little maid. Here they come, wooden soldiers on parade. Hear them all cheering, now they are nearing. There's the captain's stick that starch. Bayonets flashing, music is crashing as the wooden soldiers march. Sabers are clinking, soldiers are winking at each pretty little maid. Hear the voices loudly cheering, wooden soldiers on parade.
Oh, wasn't that wonderful? Yeah, that was one of the better visuals. Get off these Red Raven records, because some of these are really beat. You got to remember, we're playing records here that are, 1956. How old is that? That's like 58 years old. If you think about it. Well, almost forgot my carousel. This is Sidewalks of New York. It says like little boy and girl, I think, on it.
East side, west side, all around the town. The tops flaring a rosy, London bridges falling down. Boys and girls together, me and Mamie O'Rourke, trip the light fantastic on the sidewalks of New York. East side, west side, all around the town. The tops flaring a rosy, London bridges falling down. Boys and girls together, me and Mamie O'Rourke, trip the light fantastic on the sidewalks of New York.
Pretty good, huh? Yeah, so that's a little introduction to Red Raven Records, Magic Mirror Red Raven movie records, which were issued in 1956. and featured the label with that red raven in it. I've got maybe 10 of them here. I know they made about 30 of them at least, and I don't have any of the covers, so if you ever find these, you can always contact me, Marc Time, here on Marc Time's Record Attic.